Don't send out the ransom money. It's fake. I haven't been kidnapped. I'm fine. I'm here. A little behind, but I'm alive and I'm well, and I am kind of excited. I'm kind of pumped up here about what might be happening very shortly regarding GameStop shares, and then the spin-off effect that will run SoFi to 15, $20 a share behind it. That's the next one. I'll just prime you on that. GameStop first, SoFi second, but let's leave that alone for now. First of all, you're reading, you're hearing, you're watching other YouTubers. You cannot avoid, if you're a GameStop follower, you cannot avoid being bombarded with all kinds of stories about the fact that there might be a suspension of trading privileges for Roaring Kitty, that our friend over there is going to be stopped from trading. There are, as we speak, there are forces out there who are attempting every trick in the book to try to upset the GameStop apple cart from continuing down the road that it's going to go. Okay, they cannot stop this. They are desperate to reach at any straw to find a way to trip up the GameStop momentum trade that's going on right now. If this deal were a dead deal, okay, if GameStop were truly a company in trouble and was truly an entity, having all kinds of issues, there would be SEC investigations and audits going on at head office. There aren't. GameStop wouldn't be able to sell a share to anybody. They can. GameStop wouldn't have any money in its bank account. It does. They have about $2 billion in cash and no debt. GameStop, the company, is going to continue on. The question about GameStop will be, what kind of company is it going to be going forward from here? Is it just going to be a very cash-rich brick-and-mortar game seller in shopping malls and strip malls? Wall Street wants you to believe that they don't even believe that. They want you to believe that GameStop is just a brick-and-mortar at your shopping mall, don't take them seriously, retailer where mom and dads drop their kids off for a while and university students hang out with the university student age employees, and they're all goofballs and they're not important and they're not relevant to the world, blah, blah, blah. That's all you're getting from the experts from Wall Street that watch GameStop in any fashion whatsoever. And they don't watch GameStop in any fashion whatsoever. The top 25 brokerage firms in New York do not have analysts analyzing the business of GameStop, because GameStop doesn't borrow money from their bond departments and pay them bunches in commissions to place bonds on their behalf. GameStop is an outlier. GameStop raises cash from retail investors through the occasional stock offerings when it's advantageous for GameStop to do so. And GameStop has $2 billion in cash, earning $2 million a week in interest at 5% to do nothing. And they're now quite profitable as a corporation. Their retail division is making money despite every single report that you're getting, every single comment from so-called PhD business people, experts out there to say, they're just trying to tell you the company's failing, that they're a floundering company, blah, blah, blah. I keep hearing talk like this. How many times have you heard this in the last 5 years, 10 years? And now in the last month, but up until about a year ago, people were asking, well, if you had 1,000 shares of Apple in 1980 when they went public, and you still had those shares today, how rich would you be? Okay, well, in 1980, 1,000 shares of Apple would have run you $24,000. In 1980, you could have bought a Corvette for $15,000. All right, so get rid of this notion that, oh, mom and dad, you blew it, you're 60 now and you were in your 20s back then. You could have bought 1,000 Apple and our family would be rich today. You blew it. Yeah, your mom and dad, your grandparents in 1980, they had 24 grand cash lying around to buy 1,000 shares of Apple. Are you out of your freaking mind? Who had two Corvettes of money in cash to buy Apple back then? These comparisons are BS, all right? Today, what are you getting? What are you hearing now? Well, if you would have bought 1,000 shares of NVIDIA 15 years ago when they took that, you'd be a really rich person. You're getting this nonsense all the time. Why am I bringing that up? Because I want to tell you something, kids. Everything you hear about GameStop is negative. Everything you hear about GameStop is a company in trouble. I did a video on this channel about GameStop to start one of the first videos I ever made on this channel. Might have been, I don't know, my 5th one, I can't remember, about the short position of GameStop in, I think it was June 2020. That's the first time I talked about GameStop on this channel. I had just found out, I had just realized back at that time that one of the most heavily shorted stocks on the New York Stock Exchange was GameStop. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about the company as far as its corporate structure was concerned, its future. But at the time I did this video, where there were 74 million shares shorted and only 70 million shares existed and only 50 odd million could possibly trade, I couldn't figure out how in God's green earth can be 74 million shares shorted when only 50 odd million could possibly trade. Where are these guys borrowing this stuff? The SEC never got to the bottom of that, by the way. Just want you to know, never been investigated, never been determined. No one's ever been given an answer. In any event, at the time that I did that video, the stock was trading at $4.80 a share. But you got to remember something, kids. Since that time till today, the stock has split 4-1. So in reality, if you want to compare donuts to donuts, the stock now are trading at what, 26.76 is where it's at right now. The video I made, the shares were $1.20 in today's dollars. So I throw you this question. If you bought 1,000 shares of GameStop at $4.80 after you watched my video in June of 2020, where would you be right now? Well, you'd have 4,000 shares. You wouldn't have 1,000. You'd have 4,000 shares. And what are they trading at? 26 something dollars a share. Multiply 26,000 times 4,000 shares, and what do you get? Over $100,000. So this complete bull that you're hearing about, where, oh, you'd be better buying a lottery ticket than buying GameStop stock, or you'd be better off buying NVIDIA back in 2020, or you'd be better off buying Apple or Amazon or Facebook, or name any monster multi-trillion dollar company to compare against GameStop. I love how they do this. I love how these so-called specialists say, oh, well, let's compare GameStop to multi-trillion dollar companies. Well, you know what? If you bought GameStop for $4,800, you're now worth over $100,000 in 3 years. You show me any of your 401ks, any of your IRAs, any of you out there who have so-called experts managing any of your money, this kind of return on your investments in the last 3 years. I welcome the comparison. There's nothing. It's so ridiculous. Now let's go forward to where we are now. We have Roaring Kitty out there, apparently sitting on 5 million shares and 120,000 call options on GameStop. The 120,000 call options allow Roaring Kitty at any time, in theory, this is legal, this is all legit, he could exercise 1 of his contracts, 8 of his contracts, 33 of his contracts, 1,500 of his contracts or all 120,000 contracts. Anytime between today and the 21st of June, and as long as the shares are over 20 bucks a share, he is in the money. So in theory, stock's trading at 27 bucks, he can buy them for 20 by exercising his contracts, which means, of course, if he exercises one contract, he buys 100 shares at $20 a share. He needs 2,000 bucks more. He needs 2,000 cash. He can buy 1,000 shares at $20. If he wants to exercise all of them, 120,000 contracts, that's 12 million shares at $20 a share. That would cost him $240 million. Cost. If he's up $7 a share at the moment he does this trade, like right now, if he exercised the stock, got the shares in his account, and he's sitting on the $27 market, he's up $7 a share on the 12 million shares he just bought. That's $84 million in gains. Right? The stock goes higher, obviously, it goes to 30, then he's up $10 a share on 12 million shares, which is $120 million. He's doing just fine. There's nothing that can stop him from exercising his options. This is a legal right. He owns contracts that were sold to him. He bought calls, somebody wrote them, and he now is entitled, if he wishes, to exercise one or all of them in any amount, anytime he wants. Every day he could do 5,000 a day if he wanted to. It doesn't matter. But on June 21, it does matter. That is the last day that he can exercise his stock options. Because on the 21st of June, at the end of the trading day, that Friday, his options expire and they're no longer active. Okay, so something has to happen between now and the 21st of June. And everybody in the stock market that knows how options work, they know that. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I have been telling all of you newbies out there, you better understand what the hell is going on here with regard to stock trading and option trading to figure out maybe where you can play this game or how you can get into this frenzy without risking everything you've got. How can you play GameStop and make money on it without risking a lot of capital? And one way to do it is through options. To be a writer, to be a seller of options, not a buyer of options, be a seller. You've got to understand how to write contracts. You have to understand how this whole thing works. What are options? How do they trade? How do they go up in value? How do they go down? Why do they expire? What happens between now and when they expire? How long are they good for? On and on it goes. The good news is there are 17 classes available on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. So you don't have to try to follow me live if you don't want to, although I encourage you to hang out here every day and learn what you can. But when I'm not on the air, you may want to get your butt over here to stockmarketswithbruce.ca. That's my website. And just head over there. There are 17 classes there, starting at number 1. That's the where you want to go. Start with that lesson. The lessons aren't intense, okay? Relax. The lessons are me in front of this, okay? Talking to my students live who are, watching. They were commenting like you see here. They were commenting live. Auntie Jen, the Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife that I've got, she was the moderator on the live class, and she would read all the classes while I'm spewing my information out at you on how options work and what they're all about. And then she'd stop me and she'd say, we got 5 people asking kind of the same question because you're not being very clear about something. Oh, okay, what is it? And I would then address those issues and move on. And you'll find that if you take these classes, you'll notice something. After the first and second and third and fourth classes, you begin to notice that the questions my viewers are asking, my students, are a lot more complicated than they were at the beginning. Because as each lesson goes by, we add another layer of knowledge on top of the next one, on top of the next one, on top of the next. It's like a soap opera. It's like Mad Men. You're watching the story of Mad Men from 1959 all the way to 1970, whatever. This is what I'm doing with my classes, all right? So we've done 17 of them. If you really want to learn how to bring money in from the market and be the casino instead of the gambler in front of the slot machine? You want to own the slot machine? One way to do it is to hang out here, free. You can watch us free and watch me rant and rave and throw my arms around. Read the comments coming from a lot of the members here and follow what they're doing. But also you can take the classes on the side. So when I'm not on the air on a weeknight, instead of watching your garbage on television, instead of watching America's Got Talent, why don't you watch a class every couple of nights on your own with your spouse, your better half, whoever you live with, whatever you do, you're on your own, and you can rewatch the classes as many times as you want. And if you can get 3 or 4 classes under your belt every week, you are putting a college class of knowledge into your noggin about what is going on here. This is game-changing what's going on. GameStop, game-changing. I just figured it out. It's unbelievable. Look, in 2021, the world exploded in the stock market. It just exploded. GameStop went nuts, and everybody thought it was all about dumb money. They made a movie called Dumb Money. I mean, how perfect is that? A lot of people made a lot of money on GameStop. A lot of people lost money on GameStop. A lot of people broke even on GameStop. But a certain sliver of viewers of my channel back in 2021, they're still here. And they have learned how to write options on stock they own, stocks they follow, and they can write options on stocks they don't own and follow. And there are viewers here on this channel, members, again, whose names pop up in green with an avatar beside them. They have made more money. They've taken in more cash from GameStop. As an example, they've taken in more cash from GameStop shares than they ever paid for their GameStop shares. They're playing with house money. They're playing with gamblers' money on the open market. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to try to explain to you a trade that you can make without owning GameStop. If you think that the possibility that if Mr. Roaring Kitty here is going to exercise his 120,000 shares, his call options, he's going to exercise 120,000 call options for 12 million shares. If you believe that he's going to do that, or a portion of it, and like myself, I think he will, this is going to run the market, because the writer of the contract, whoever sold him those contracts, has to deliver contracts. You want to take advantage of that trade and make money on it? I have a way where you can make money on this trade, and you only need $2,500 to $5,000. Between $2,500 and $5,000 is all you're going to need to take advantage of what's going on at GameStop. And you don't have to buy the stock. You're looking at me going, it's impossible. It's impossible. How am I going to do an option trade without owning the darn stock? I mean, come on. Even Roaring Kitty owns 5 million shares, and then he bought contracts. Well, you can buy a call option if you want and gamble, on what's going to happen. The problem with buying a call option is that they have an expiry date. Now, there are contracts that expire this Friday on GameStop and every other stock out there. Next Friday, the Friday after, all the way out to like a year and a half from now, 2 years. There are contracts going all the way out for all publicly traded companies that have stock options against them. So on Apple and Nvidia and GameStop and you name stocks that are cheaper, AI, Smart Rent, whatever. There are contracts going forward. Now, on some issues like Apple and Nvidia with heavy multi-million-dollar option positions held by institutional traders like you can't believe, yes, they have contracts every week for several months, and then there are the monthlies, and they go out a couple of years. On smaller, not so frequently traded stocks, they might have weeklies for a week or 2 or 3, and then it's monthlies, and then it's like every quarter there's some options available because of the volume differential. It's all okay. GameStop, there's that very heavy option market that has really picked up in the last 2 months, like it did 3 years ago. All hell broke loose 3 years ago, and it's happening again. So what can you do? Well, in theory, I've used this example with my existing viewers because a lot of my viewers here are holders of GameStop shares. And they're looking at me going, Bruce, I don't know what to do, man. I've been through the ringer here. The shares were $10 a share 2 months ago. They went to $16, $18. Then they went to the 30, 40, 50, 60. They even hit 80 one morning pre-market. Then they came back here to the 18, 20 range. Now we're in the 26, 7 range. What the hell is happening? What should I do with my stock? Because I kick myself. If I don't sell them here and they go back to 10, I'll feel like an idiot. If I sell them here and they go to 50, I'm going to feel like an idiot. I can't win. Well, actually, you can win. If you're a shareholder of the company, or if you're not a shareholder, here's what you can do. All right, example number 1. And this is just Uncle Bruce giving you plain English stuff, okay? I'm not trying to make it too complicated, but it kind of is complicated in a way. I'll try to keep it simple. If you own 1,000 shares, let's just pretend you did, and you sold them in the market first thing when the market opens up. And let's just say you can get $28 a share, because that's where they've been lately. They're 26 now, and they're going to fluctuate. Well, let's say you get 28 for them. Well, you sell 1,000, 28 grand is in your account, cash. Okay. Now you're out. You're out of the stock. All right. Now what do? You have already determined what you're going to be doing already. You are going to write cash secured puts against GameStop. What does that mean? It means that you're going to sell put contracts, not call contracts, put contracts on GameStop at, say, $25 a share, which means you're saying to the market, I got 28 grand off you. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, I'll buy those 1,000 shares back at $25 a share between today and until these contracts expire, which in my case, I'm thinking of January 17th, 2025, 6 months and 2 weeks from now, roughly 6.5 months from now. These contracts will expire in January. I'm willing to buy the stock back between today and January for $25 each. I just sold them at 28. I'll buy them back at 25,000 shares. That'll cost you $25,000. Well, you got 28 grand in your bank account. You can easily take 25 and give it to the market to get your 1,000 shares. Except there's one more thing. You see, because you're a seller of the options, you're writing them, you're going to get paid about $9 a share in cash to make that commitment. This is why it's worth your while. In other words, you put 25 grand on the table and said, I'm willing to spend this $25,000 to buy these shares at 25 a share until January, but you got to give me now, right now, $9,000. $9 a share times 1,000 shares, 10 contracts, 100 shares a contract, 9 G's. So there's 9 grand in your hand today, plus the 3 grand left over from that 28 grand you got. You have $12,000 in cash, plus $25,000 in cash. You have $37,000 in your account. You only sold your stock for $28,000, but you have $37,000. You're on the hook to buy 1,000 shares at 25 each. Okay, 25 grand parked over here, leaving you 12,000 over here uncalled for. You can do whatever you want with that money. What could you do? You could turn around and say, well, hey, why don't I write 4 more cash secured puts at 25 each? I need 10 grand to do that. I got 12. If you did do that, you'll get 900 times 4 contracts in your account. That's another $3,600 plus what was left over that you didn't use, 2 grand. You have over $5,600 in your account with 14 cash secured puts written and the money to buy those shares at 25 a share. Guess what you can do now? Yes, you can write 2 more. You might want to do that. You might want to write 2 more cash secured puts for a total of 16 with 1,800 cash coming back. Then you'll just keep that in your account. Why would you do that? Well, right now you're sitting on 1,000 shares of stock. And if the stock goes up, if the stock goes down, you get richer, you get poorer. It goes to 35, it goes to 15. You're just sitting here going, I'm not richer, I'm not poorer, I'm just on paper watching my values do this. If you blow the stock off, turn around and write cash secured puts, you're sitting with cash in your account plus premiums in your account. And if you were made to buy the stock at $25, the only reason that would happen is if the shares went down under $25. If they went to 20, you're likely going to get exercised, which means all that cash that is over here will now be swapped out for stock, and now you've got 1,600 shares of stock. Okay, what do you do now? Well, you could just sell the stock right away. If you sold it at 20 bucks, if that's what it's trading at, and you just bought it at 25, you sell those 1,600 at $20 a share, liquidate them. That's 32 grand. And whatever cash you got lying around, a couple $1,000 over here, 34 grand is what you got in your account. Remember, you only had a $28,000 position when we started this whole thing. You're now at 33, 34. Guess what you could do now? You can write cash secured puts all over again. You might decide to write $20 cash secured puts for next January or February or March, depending how long this takes, to bring in another $9 a share in cash on how many calls you can write, puts you can write, excuse me, how many cash secured puts can you write? Here we go all over again. Now, let's go back to another scenario. You don't have 1,000 shares. You've got 5 grand lying around, all right? Or you have 1,000 shares, all right? And you sold the shares for $28. You got 28 grand. One other person has 5 grand, okay? 2 people here. The $28,000 person and the $5,000 person are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to write a cash secured put on GameStop at $50 a share. And you're going, what? A put contract for 50? How the hell? What the hell? Why? Well, simple. You're of the impression that the shares might go up in value, because if Roaring Kitty exercises his contracts and the short squeeze is going, this thing will go to $100 a share. But you're reasonable, and you're going to say, well, let's say they just go to $50 a share. They've already been to 80 last week. They touched it for a while. Let's say it goes to 50 again in a week, in a month. Here's what you're doing. You're going to write a cash secured put for January expiry at a $50 strike level. Not 25, but 50. Now, the reality is if you're saying to the market, I'm willing to buy GameStop at $50 a share. Here's $5,000. I want to sell one contract for $5,000. Here's $5,000. I'm writing one cash secured put for 50. I need 5 grand for that. Here it is. You got to give me something back. Well, you're not going to get $9 a share to pay 50 when the stock's trading at 28, let's say 28. You're going to get the differential in price of the contract. A $50 contract, take away $28 is $22 plus time. You're going to be paid about 30 bucks. So you're going to go, wait, hold on a second. I put up 5 grand and I sell a cash secured put for January 50, and I get back $3,000 in cash. That means I'm only paying 20 bucks for the stock. That's right. That's right. You're committing net to pay $20 for the stock, because you have to pay 50 for it. You got your 5 grand over here. You just got 3 grand more. You've actually got 8,000 cash in your account, and you're on the hook to spend 5 of it. You keep that 3. So of course, if the shares stay here, you're going to be exercised at 50 between now and January, likely towards the end of the year. And you'll own 100 shares. And you'll go, okay, well, I have 5 grand. Now I have 100 shares of the stock for 5 grand, and I got this 3 grand lying around, and that's your money. That's what you're up. Now, if the stock's only worth $20 a share because they've gone down, then your stock is only worth $2,000. But of course, you got that 3,000 cash. There's your 5,000. This is how you are protecting yourself against the dip. If the shares go up, you are correct. The market is going to go higher. There is a short squeeze. The stock goes to 40. It doesn't go to 50, it goes to 40. The puts that you sold for $30 a share, they're only worth $10 a share if the stock's trading at 40 and you have a $50 put contract. In other words, there's a $1,000 value for that contract plus time, which might be $500. The contract is worth $1,500. You sold it for $3,000. You can buy that contract back anytime you want. Just buy the same strike price, expiry date, put contract from the open market. Just buy one back. Your commitment is over. You don't have to buy stock for $5,000 from anybody. You have $5,000 sitting over here, and you have $1,500 sitting over here. You used to have $3,000, but you gave $1,500 back to score a $1,500 profit. You now have $6,500. The stock is at 40. Thank you very much. I'm a happy camper, you say. But if you sold 1,000 shares at $28, you had 1,000 shares, you sold them for $28, 28 grand, you have enough money to write 5 cash secured puts at $50 each for January. That's a $25,000 requirement. You've got 28 grand, so you put 25 over here and write 5 50s. You bring in 15 grand for that, plus the 3 grand you have $18,000 in cash. Guess what? You can write 3 more. For 15 grand, you write 3 more and bring in another $9,000. You can write 2 more. And now you've written 10, 12, 11 cash secured puts. So you had 1,000 shares at $28 a share. You now are short 10, 11 cash secured puts at 50. And the net effect is the dough's in your account because you brought in all this premium money from the gamblers. They've given it to you. And you now are sitting back going, well, if this thing goes to $50 a share, these put contracts are worthless. No one's going to sell me stock at 50 if they can get 50 or 51 on the open market. I don't have to worry about being exercised. And even if I were made to buy these shares, if they went to $48 and someone sold me stock at 50, I could just turn around and sell it at 48. I'll lose $2 a share, but I made 30 on the contract. Hello, I'm up $28 on this deal. You do it just fine. Thank you very much. You could do that. It would help if you know how options work. It would help to know how to understand the premium factor, the time depreciation, the shrinkage factor, all of this information. That's what 17 lessons are about. The options business is a $5 trillion a week turnover business. That's how much money is turning over in the options market every 7 days. Okay? So it's bigger than the equity market. It's way more active than the equity market. But yet, the option prices of options, stock options, move related to the stock price. The GameStop shares go up in value, the calls go up in value, and the puts go down in value. If the stock goes down in price, the calls drop in value, but the puts go up in value. It's one versus the other. And I say to you guys, why would you want to gamble on just the stock or just buying a call option when you can write options and be compensated with huge premiums over the risk factor? Coming back to that $25 contract, if you wrote a $25 cash secured put and got $9 in your account for that commitment to buy the stock at $25 until January, $9 against a $25 stock, that's $900 to you for putting up $2,500. 36% on your money for 6 months. So in January, if this contract is worthless, you can write a contract for next June for 6 months again for another $9. So you got 36% on your money for 6 months, and you're getting another 36% on your money for the next 6 months to just say to the market, I'm prepared to pay $25 a share for this stock until that date. Anytime you want to give it to me, I'll take it off your hands. Here's the money. You'll be paid handsomely for that commitment. Do you need to buy NVIDIA stock to get rich in this market? No. Do you need to buy any stock to get rich in this market? No. You can make some serious income being an option writer on anything. You want to write options on Apple? You want to write options on NVIDIA? You want to do? I can show you how to do credit spread trades on NVIDIA for $1,000 of risk or less. There are viewers on this channel who are writing dozens and dozens of credit spread trades on NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, SPY index, Triple Q ETF index funds, on and on it goes. GameStop, AI, Unity, name it. Name the stock. It can be done. Generally speaking, it can be done. Sometimes I discourage viewers, don't play options on this stock. It's not enough activity in the option market. The spreads are too high, not enough liquidity. Go where the action is. Go where the gamblers are and take their money from them. That's what Vegas does with fancy slot machines. Lots of bells, lots of whistles, lots of sounds, lots of cartoon action, free drinks, water fountains out front, and hand me your money. And they do. Every day, every hour, 7 days a week. It's unbelievable. Become a casino. Join the party. Thank you all for being here. This stock could, GameStop, could at any time go up $10 a share in 2 minutes. It could. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it won't ever happen. I'm not saying it might just go up 2 or 12 or whatever. At any time, if the market gets a whiff that Roaring Kitty has exercised his contracts, some of them, all of them, all hell is going to break loose here. Because I contend that the official number of shorts that are out there, the number of shares shorted are just under 70 million shares, 69 million something. So I rounded up to 70 million. There's 70 million shares short. Roaring Kitty alone can acquire 12 million shares from his option trade. The individual that wrote those contracts, the entity, the institution, whoever sold Roaring Kitty 120,000 calls with a $20 exercise price, is on the hook to deliver 12 million shares of GameStop at $20 a share. They're trading at 26, 27 right now. So Roaring Kitty is ahead and the writer is behind at the moment. Now, the writer who wrote this contract has to deliver the stock if it gets called. That's why they're called call options. Roaring Kitty calls the stock, the writer has to deliver the stock. Well, that's going to come from wherever the stock is located, and it could well be that the writer of these options was the floor specialist, the options writing specialist who maintains an orderly market on all GameStop options. Ones that die this Friday, next Friday, and all the way out at every price, calls and puts. We're talking about a specialist that is handling potentially hundreds of millions of dollars of option portfolio just on GameStop alone. Can you imagine how many billions are on the line at NVIDIA? A stock that's trading at 1,100 something a share. Can you imagine that? So on GameStop, 120,000 calls, 12 million shares at $20 a share, $240 million worth of stock. If Roaring Kitty pulls out $240 million from wherever he's getting it from, he's got $30 million in cash. We know that. He's got 5 million shares. We know that. He can margin against those shares. In theory, he could probably borrow against those shares through a backer, and he could probably get his hands on $240 million. Because why? Because the minute he buys the shares, they're worth $5, $6, $7, $8, $10 more than he paid for them. Why wouldn't the banker say, oh yeah, here's $240 million. They're worth 300 plus million the minute you get them. Sure, no problem at all. 12 million shares are going to need to be found, or needed to be gathered up with a one-day settlement to make this work. There's only one place that you can get 12 million shares in a real hurry from the 70 million shares that are shorted. Because there are people out there and institutions and hedge funds and all kinds of players and some very deep-pocketed big-time players who are short GameStop up to here in their accounts. And the rumor is that 1 to 1.5 billion more shares of GameStop are shorted in the derivatives market. The unregulated derivatives market that none of us get to see, that regulators can't regulate, that the bankers of Wall Street and London and Frankfurt and Singapore and Tokyo all banded together and told Congress to back the hell off of the derivatives market. That is our domain. That is our turf. Stay out of our backyard. And they did. It's unbelievable. Super PACs were used to bribe senators and congressmen to allow derivatives to exist without regulation. The thinking out there is that 1 to 1.5 billion shares are shorted on GameStop through derivatives on top of the 70 million. But getting back to Roaring Kitty, he exercises 12 million shares of GameStop. 12 million shares have to be delivered into Roaring Kitty's brokerage account. He brought the cash. He's got to have the stock. 12 million shares are going to have to come from the shorters. And the shorters only have 70 million. That they borrowed 70 million shares to short. All of a sudden, 12 million of those will be called. That's 15% of every short seller's position. So if you shorted 1 million shares through your organization, your hedge fund, you did 1 million share short position on GameStop, and your average is $18 a share, you did $18 million of shorting. Well, we're at 26, 27 a share. You're already down $7, $8 million, and now you get a note from your brokerage firm. You've got 1 million short. We can only lend you 850,000. You have to buy 150,000 shares back on the open market, so that we can get those shares in our hands to deliver to our guy who's going to deliver 12 million shares over here. Every client they have, we need 15% of your stock back. That means we could see the possibility of 500 shorters who have positions of 1,000 to 5 million each. I don't know how many there are. There's gazillions of shorters out there with shorted stock. 70 million. 15% of that has to be bought back immediately. You get that kind of a demand on this stock, it's not going to go up $3 or $4 a share. Oh, no, because the rest of the market out there who aren't into the shorting of the stock at all, they're just observers and everyone looking to make a quick buck in this open market. There are gazillions of hedge funds and other traders and institutions who are on the prowl for a momentum move. Stock that's got a momentum trade, and they all know who GameStop is. They all know about the GameStop story. They all know who Ryan Cohen is. They all know who Roaring Kitty is. I don't know if they know who I am, but it doesn't matter. They're watching the markets, and as soon as they see a stock make a move, their computer terminals start to go, whoa, GameStop is exploding, whoa, they're in on it. They're going to buy 100,000 shares, 1,500 of them. They're all going to want in. We're going to have millions of shares of demand on stock where only a few million are needed. It'll be 10 times as much. So if 12 million shares are needed, there'll be 120 million shares of buying interest on top of that coming in to the open market. And if you are watching level 2 trading, you're noticing how these shares trade and how these are offered for sale. You'll notice that from time to time during the day, if not all day, you'll see 100 shares here at this price available for sale, 25 shares at this price, a penny higher. A penny higher, there's 58 shares. A penny higher, there's 200 shares. A penny higher, there's 180 shares. A penny higher is 18 shares. There isn't a 1 million share seller sitting at every penny dying to sell the stock. There just isn't. And so you get this kind of demand instantaneous. Within 15 minutes, you get 100 million wanted. This thing is gone. There's $10, $15 a share right there. That's why I'm telling you, this is a firecracker, and they're trying to light the lighter. The lighter won't light. They're trying to light it. It'll click, and all hell breaks loose. Now, we've been noticing all hell breaking loose in the after hours. We've been noticing the last few months, the last few weeks, all kinds of activity after hours or pre-opening, because there are no trading halts during those times. The 4 hours after the bell and the 4 hours before the starting bell, the stocks are trading and there's really no halts. The stock also trades in Frankfurt and other exchanges. So every morning we wake up and go, what did it do last night? What did it do? But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if the buy orders come in during the market order, during the regular day on the New York Stock Exchange. In an hour and a half from now, we could have a demand for stock that just overwhelms, and the stock will be halted every 15 minutes until everything goes out and it just opens up $2 higher, $4 higher, $5 higher. It just goes up and up and up. And you could be at $50 a share this afternoon after 15 halts. Nothing is going to stop this. So there you go. There's where I'm at it from this angle. I am desperately trying to help my viewers not get caught in the frenzy of buying the shares, only to find that, yeah, you bought it at 28 and went to 23. Gosh darn it, you lost $5 a share. I don't want to hear that story from my viewers. I don't want my viewers to get caught in that. I don't know if the stock will go from 28 to 58 in 15 minutes What 15 minutes? If I did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be trading this myself offshore somewhere with advisors who would be, with all kinds of shell companies in front of me, and you'll never know who I am. No, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I think I know, what I know what I'm seeing here, and what I'm hearing and watching and reacting to what's going on with everyone else reacting. And I have noticed in the last 48 hours, panic set in on the short side. Those who are short this stock are really worried because they are hiring and bribing and paying people to write articles about stopping Roaring Kitty and make investigations. This guy has no felonies. This guy's never been charged with a crime. He's never been in a courthouse. There's a public company out there named after a former president that is trading with an $9 billion market cap, and that guy is a felon. He's a convicted felon. No one's talking about halting those shares. No one's halting the trading of that. No one's investigating why the stock trades for $9 billion market cap when it only has $200 million cash in the bank. It has no assets. It loses $100 million a quarter. No one investigates. No one, nothing. But Roaring Kitty, oh wow, the fact that he is just telling the world he likes GameStop. He's telling the world he owns 5 million shares. He's telling the world he has the right to buy 12 million more shares. This guy, we got to stop this guy. That's what certain people are saying out there. That's how desperate the sellers are, the shorters are right now. They are absolutely panicking out there. And yet the stock doesn't look like it's doing anything, does it? You kind of wonder, yeah, well, Bruce, if you're right, why isn't the stock at $100 a share right now? I think because these shorters are still shorting the stock. They're trying to stop it from here. They dropped it from 40. Remember it hit 40 on Monday morning? They dropped it down to 30 to 29. They're trying to make it look like crap. They're trying to make the market look really weak and vulnerable. And all these articles come out and all these experts show up on television to tell you, oh, you're an idiot if you buy this stock. You're an absolute moron. There's no short squeeze. It will never. This is exactly the same thing they talked about in 2020, 2021. The same talking heads who don't know what they're talking about and or are paid shills, maybe. I can't prove it. Can't unprove it, but I have a hunch that the shorters, who are in some cases multi-billion-dollar deep-pocketed hedge fund players offshore, they're not in the U.S., they're offshore, are finding any trick in the book to upset the apple cart, and they can't stop it. They know it deep down inside. They probably know they can't stop it. This thing is going to create a problem. If there are 1 billion to 1.5 billion shares shorted through the derivatives market, if that is true, and this stock goes up to $100 a share on a run, and it can go beyond that, well beyond that, it goes to 100, these hedge fund derivative players could each be down $80 a share times 1 billion shares. That's 80 billion in losses that will revert to retail investors. That's you. You guys get the 80 billion in gains, not these guys. These guys lose it. This is a short squeeze on steroids compared to what happened in 2021. Remember, a $100 stock price on GameStop means that it's trading at $400 a share from back in 2020, 2021. 4-for-1 stock split has taken place. You have to multiply these numbers by 4 to get a handle on where we were. So when you're watching that movie Dumb Money and you see these actors holding these phones with their positions and you're seeing the price of the stock at $115 a share, $120 a share, that's $30 a share today. Right? So if it's $200 a share back then, that's $50 a share today. Right? If these shares go to $150 today, that is $600 a share from back then. It's possible we could break $200 a share. It is entirely possible. Probable? I don't know, but it's possible. And it won't go back. That's the other thing about this whole thing. Once the shorters are super short the stock, the corporation itself, GameStop, okay, which has nothing to do with what's going on here, really. Ryan Cohen did the ultimate move last week, rose $945 million of $930 million in cash. So he's sitting on $2 billion in cash. This corporation might find that at $50 a share, $60 a share, they're going to issue another 50 million shares for cash to sell into this frenzy. helping shorters try to cover their losses. Won't stop the stock from going higher. They could raise another $3 billion in cash. Now they'll have $5 billion in cash. At 5% interest, that's $250 million a year in interest, $5 million a week GameStop would make just in interest. There's 13 weeks in the quarter. $65 million a quarter in profits will come into the company just from the interest on the money they're sitting on. The retail division, the way they're cleaning it up, I think is going to generate $100 million a quarter when they're done cleaning it up. So there's a company making $165 million every 3 months. That's $600 million plus a year in profits on a company that might have 500 million shares outstanding. $1.20 a share net profit, 20 times earning multiple, $24 a share minimum value with a $5 billion cash hoard in their position. Stock goes to 100 and they sell another 50 million. They bring in another 5 billion. Now they've got 10 billion in cash. This thing goes to 150 a share. They sell another 50 million shares, 7.5 billion more. Now they have 17.5 billion cash in the bank. Do not put it past Ryan Cohen to do this again and again and again. And he'll sit there with 17 billion in cash, which will put the stock's value at $35, $40 cash value per share. We're trading at $26.30 right now. This is possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but he's already done it twice. He's raised money twice for this company, selling stock into the market. 2 years ago and 2 weeks ago. Why wouldn't he do it again? Just saying. And if he ever pulled off a capped call financing, all hell would break loose. Or if he issued warrants to his shareholders as a free dividend, I can't even imagine. I can't. We're really throwing kerosene on the fire here. But I'm just trying to talk to you about a guy who's just trying to exercise some call options. That's all I'm trying to talk to you about. I got a guy, Roaring Kitty, who's got 120,000 shares, which lets him buy 12 million shares. He just wants to exercise those. He has the right to do that. This alone is creating havoc in every corner of Wall Street with every hedge fund player around the globe. Now, I have a suspicion that there are hedge fund players out there leveraged 20 to 1, 30 to 1, 40 to 1 against this stock, and are going to get wiped out. And we're going to see a bunch of Bugattis come up for sale, a bunch of Lamborghinis come up for sale. And maybe they're in Monaco. That's might be where they are. Maybe they're in Hong Kong. I don't know. Wherever these Lambos are and the Ferraris are and the whatever these brands are, there might be some very serious cars for sale from some wiped out hedge fund players because of this move. Just saying. Don't know. We'll find out. I'll let you know. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you didn't mind the rant. I'm excited. I'm stoked. I'm glad you're all here. I love the fact that you're with us. Thank you for saying hi to me. Thank you for saying hi to each other. Thank you for the thumbs up so far. 195 thumbs ups. Appreciate that. Bringing thumbs ups is a wonderful thing. Get ready to make some dough. I think we have a situation here that will continue for a while, where multi-billionaires and definitely millionaires are going to lose a ton of money, and the little guy is about to get it. And when I say little guy, I mean people with less than $1 million are going to haul in some serious dough here. And so for some of you, you're going to make, 10 grand, 20 grand. That'll help you with a credit card bill, or it'll maybe take care of half your losses over the last couple of years because you've been on the wrong side of the market. For others of you here are going to make 10, 20, 50, 100,000. You know what? That's going to make for a nice year this year. It's going to make for a nice little recovery. It's going to allow you to knock off a credit card for 25 grand or 3 or 4 credit cards that have 25 grand total. You get rid of that. That's $1,000 a month minimum payments gone on your life. For others of you, it'll help your retirement accounts. We'll add 10, 20, 50, 100,000 to your retirement account, give your 401k a boost, IRA a boost, whatever. I just want you to get richer. I just want you to get richer without risk. I want you to make money in this market without risking everything on the line. And too many times, too many of my viewers over the years were, before they found how to write options, we're risking everything to try to make 5-10% returns. I say, why don't you risk virtually nothing and make 30-40-50% returns? Why don't you do what hedge funds do? Why don't you get on that side of the market? Do what the Wall Street banks do. Do what the big banks and insurance companies and credit pension funds and mutual funds and ETFs do. Be your own institution and make yourself some dough. Anyway, I do the best I can. I thank you all for being here with us. I am very humbled and grateful, and I congratulate those of you out there who have taken the big step in the last couple of days. Some of you have decided to become members of this channel, which is gratifying, especially those of you who become Gold Bagel members, because tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, I will be live for Gold Bagel members only, as I am every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. So if you're interested in keenly interested in finding out, where we're at, or you want to talk to me about an option position that you're into or thinking of getting into, or you just want to compare notes, tonight's show is your chance to hang out with myself and the other Gold members of this channel. You're more than welcome to join us. And of course, if you're a Gold Bagel member, you get to watch these primetime live shows historically. You get to go into the library and pop up any Gold Bagel member show. Obviously, if you're a Gold Bagel member, you also can join me here at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of waiting till 8:30, because I generally do a pre-alert show for Gold Bagel members from 8 to 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. So you get that advantage. So you get 5 of those plus 1 extra show on Wednesday night just for being a Gold Bagel member. I will do everything I can to make it worth your while to spend an extra $15 a month to be a Gold Bagel member. Instead of spending $10 a month to be a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, throw another $15 on the table, and I'll try to find you a trade. That'll make you $15 a month or more. Okay? I think we're okay on that. I saw something today that really caught my eye before we go live. I saw a YouTuber today talking about GameStop and other stuff, and they were offering memberships, and they were like $4.99, $9.99, $25, up to $600, $700 a year for memberships. I'm wondering, geez, if I changed my membership and I told all you members that it's going to run you $700 a year to be a member, or was that per month? That was per month. How about if I did $750 a month, $9,000 a year? I don't have to have like a couple of hundred of you guys. I'd be rich. That'd be kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just saying, I was really blown by that. Amazing. Not your GameStop, mine, all mine. Been a member for 7 months here. Members only time. Thank you so much, Octavio. I've been a member for 36 months with this guy. And there are a reason why people are members that long on this channel. We make money here. We try to make money. Larry, thank you for hitting the bells so that my viewers can make money now in this open market. This means, of course, now that we're open, that means the options market is open and all hell can break loose. So get ready, kids. As we get started here on our day, I'm showing GameStop at 26.45 or whatever a share. It's about unchanged or something like that. We'll watch for that. Thank you for your support of this channel, grabbing the classes. Some of you want to have one-on-one sessions with me. They're available if you want. Just go to the website. You see all the info there. Or send me a private email and just say, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one session with you. I know you charge $400 US for an hour. You always go over. But I need to talk to you about my situation, my shares, my options, my portfolio. Great, we can do that in private, and we'll see if we can get you going. All right, we're up 50 points on the Dow. Thank you, Dow. GameStop is 26.43, down 7 cents. ME up a penny, AI up 26, SoFi 6.80 up 8 cents. NVIDIA up $15 to $1,180. The Rocket Lab 435 up 7 cents. Welcome to the party, pal. Matterport 437. That's a company being taken out at 550. That's on sale. Smart Rent up a penny. Supermicro up $26 to $7.97 again. We'll see how this market wants to work here once we get it up and running. Apple looks to be up $1.40. Tesla down 50 cents. This is the first minute. It's too early to tell, but it looks like we have a gain on the Dow Jones so far. Thank you all. And Juan, thank you, Uncle Bruce. This is great advice. thank you again for being here, all of you. Like I say, I'm trying to explain to you in plain English the best I can what's going on and what's happening and why it's happening, how it's happening, what's going to happen next, what might not happen. I can only give you the best I can, the best guess I can give you. I can't go any further than that. And we'll just kind of go from there. The markets are up and running, and you can't stop the Donald Trump stock from going up or down. You can't stop GameStop from going up and down. You can't stop AI, NVIDIA, IBM, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. You can't. It's the market. Markets are the markets, and they're global, and that's the end of that. And I find it laughable, absolutely laughable, at how desperate certain individuals seem to be out there to try to stop Roaring Kitty from being Roaring Kitty. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is just absolutely a joke. It's ridiculous. Anyway, there you go. Good morning from Splair. Parker Ivy bought back my GameStop cover call yesterday for $35 strike, sold Monday for $360, bought back for $101. I locked in $254. It expires this Friday. Easy money. Real Green Cheetah, can't stop, won't stop the GameStop. There you go. Welcome all to the program. Great to have you with us. Like I say, we're we're into some unbelievable stuff here. Volume right now on GameStop looks like about 2 million so far has started for the session, and we're at 26.20 to 24, something like that. We're down about 22 cents, and I have no idea at what moment in time the firecracker goes. The fireworks show will start whenever the thing is lit. I wonder, as the morning goes on today, how many brokerage firms in New York and elsewhere will force clients to buy back stocks that they've shorted. I wonder about that. And if that happens, does that begin a chain reaction of unbelievable proportions where we have just a ton of momentum coming into the buy side? This is what I'm curious about. Unbelievable. Dow's up 76. The S&P's up 20. Nasdaq's up 113 points. We got the oil market up 30 cents a barrel. It's only $73.50 a barrel. This has really backed off about $8 in less than 10 trading days or less than 10 days period. Unbelievable collapse of the oil market so far happening as we speak, and we're just about to start the official driving season. Going to be interesting. Rocket Lab is up 2.5 cents. SoFi is up 3. GameStop is now positive 26.50, 26.70. We're up about 20 something cents. We're moving up. Matterport is up 2.5. 23andMe is up barely a half a penny. Spire up 60 cents here. We've got Apple up $1 now. Goldman up 260. Cisco down 36. Tesla down 174. ARC Innovations, the ETF for Kathy Woods, up 3 cents. Microsoft up 167, 155 now. Pfizer down a nickel. HPQ up 29. We got Alphabet up 184. Amazon is down 31. We got NVIDIA up 15, 1574 to 1180. Unity down 17. AI up 23 to 29.90 on AI. Adobe up 486. Netflix down 218. IBM up 96 cents. Facebook, the Meta platforms, up 9.33 a share right now. Vanix Semiconductors up 4.92. Home Depot up 29. Enphase Energy up 170. Palantir up 30 cents. Uber up 13. That's where I'm at right now, and what I see happening as we just get things started. So GameStop has gone green slightly, 26.60 range. So far, volume 2.55 million in 6 minutes at this point in time. Like I said, we'll watch for buy waves that might be instituted by brokerage firms buying in shorters because of the lack of stock to borrow. That is what we're wondering about, and that could be triggered by, at any time, a call by anyone who's sitting on call options for their stock, and that would be led by Roaring Kitty. 26.90, we just jumped here. We're going for $27 a share. 26.96 just went through right here. 27 just traded. We're hitting 27. It's 27.07. We're up now 50, 60 cents on GameStop. It's moving higher. This is the high of the day, and we're at 2.8 million shares. So here we go with a bit of a volume. There's buyers popping up all over the place here at various points, and the sellers are, most of them have 50 shares at various pennies. Some have 100, some have 300. Very little stock available. 2702 to 10 kind of right now where it seems to be heading, which means, of course, call options are rising, put options are going down in value, and those of you who have written puts, cash secured puts, are laughing all the way to the bank. Like I said, you can sell these shares and turn around and write cash secured puts and play the market from this direction. And yeah, you could write $50 cash secured puts. You could write $125 cash secured puts if you were so inclined to, but you got to have $12,500 for each one you want to write. Do you want to play that game? It's up to you. You're still going to buy the stock at $20 a share, something like that. You decide how you want to play this. The January 25 puts, they were in that 950 range yesterday. They're probably now in the 850 to 870 range this morning. But that is a very high premium on something like a $25 put. The $50 put closed last night at $30.05, if I'm not mistaken. And it might get you $29 to $30 this morning, approximately, which means that you would be risking to pay $20 a share for GameStop if you wrote a $50 cash secured put. Obviously, if the stock goes to 50, those puts are worthless. You keep all $30 plus the capital you have going into the trade. Thank you very much. Lovely return on your money. $27.50 on GameStop, up $1 now. 54 right here. We're trading out the 50 stock, and it's gapping a little higher now. So up $1 something on GameStop to start the morning. Thank you very much. SoFi 674, up 2 cents, and that is another favorite of mine down the road. SoFi is now 5 days into its last month of their second quarter of the year and third consecutive quarter of profits. The countdown is on for a 1 year record of profits for SoFi, 4 consecutive quarters of profits, which makes the company then eligible for the possibility of becoming a S&P 500 stock, changing everything on that one. SoFi 673, don't be surprised if $20 to $26 would be the new neighborhood for that stock. Upon that news, 140 odd days away, 150 odd days away, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, the action is not on SoFi, unfortunately. The action is on GameStop and others. 27.24 right now as we get a little sell wave coming through here. Quite normal to see this. 3.8 million now looks like traded. So volume continues to go through. It's been 10 minutes so far on the trading day. Welcome everybody to the party. NVIDIA, $1,183, up $18.94. I think on Monday or Tuesday, the stock will be a 10-for-1 splitter. So by next week at this time, we could be looking at $118 a share for NVIDIA, or 115 or 120. I don't know, but it'll be a 10-for-1 split along with the contracts. And so there'll be a lot of activity there, as there is already going into the split at this point in time. Very, very interesting stuff. 27.50 again on GameStop. Looks like it's approaching 27.50 again for another shot. Buying seems to be coming back into the stock. 3.9 million now traded, almost 4 million volume on GameStop shares. Lots of trades being done at market and tons of activity here. And like I said, at any time we could be breaking out. 27.60 now. The high of the day, 27.67. We're approaching that right now. There are 55 shares for sale at 27.67, which is the high trade of the day. So to break that is a nothing burger, and we just did. 27.75, 27.80 has just gone through. There were 4,000 at 27.80. There are now 500 left. 3,500 got wiped out, and now we're at 82, 83. We're looking to approach maybe 27.90 to $29 a share, $28 a share. We'll find out. Welcome to the party, pal. 4.2 million volume here, 100,000 a minute, maybe more going through. 12 minutes into the day, 4.2 million. So that is 350,000 a minute going through right now. $28 a share. So we're trading at right now up $1.50 on your GameStop shares. We're up $1.50 a share right here, right now. Yesterday the stock couldn't do this. It's doing it now. There might be shorters being bought in due to a lack of stock available. 28.15, 28.20 just went through. They're taking out offers. 28.25 just went out. 26, 31, 33. All that is gone. They're taking out 34, 36, 38, 40s. They took out the 28.40 stock. It's gone. Now we're pushing 28.50 perhaps for the next level. So I'll tell you guys, there's buying in them there, Hills. 4.8 million, almost at 5 million volume in 12 minutes. That's a rate of 25 million an hour at this point in time. It might be that we're increasing the volume here as the opening wears on. It is possible that the volume is picking up here as we're just watching it go through. I don't know. Quite entertaining. Yes, it is. The Dow's up 39, AI up 23. Thank you very much. We got SoFi up 4. Go SoFi. NVIDIA up $16. Rocket Lab up 3 cents. On some of the big boys, Adobe is up $4. Apple up $1. Tesla down 170. Advanced Micro up 251. Google up 233. Moderna up $3. We've got Microsoft up 116. These magnificent sevens are having a fine day. Looks like Amazon up 34. That's another gainer. Facebook up 13.29 at 490. We're going back to 500 again. It's been a while, but we're coming back to 500 plus on Facebook, Meta platforms. Interesting. So that's what I see here. A 53-point gain on the Dow, 19 on S&P, 112 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's up 2/3 of a percentage point, where the Dow's only up 0.15. So Dow is lagging here by 250 points. It's 150 points behind the NASDAQ market. Oil up 33 cents. That's all after dropping $8 in a week. Very interesting. 28.50 on GameStop. 28.57. We're up $2 plus at the high of the day right now. It would appear we may have hit 28.64. We're at 28.60 right here. We're pushing the high of the day around right now. Even higher. We're taking it out. I think we're taking it out. From what I can tell, there's nothing here. 50 shares here, 50 shares there, 100 here. There's no 10,000 share seller anywhere, nowhere. So we're getting these 20, 30 cent waves, but the up waves just come in here and we just run right through nothing. I mean, air. We could go to 29 here in a minute at any time. Like I said, this stock has upside potential like you can't believe. And like I was saying this morning, if you sell the stock at $28, where it's trading now, $28.40, you can turn around and write $25 calls or write puts, $25 cash secured puts or $50 cash secured puts, or anything in between or anything above. Totally your call. What do you want to do? You want to write a $28 cash secured put, $28 stock. You sell the stock, write the put. You could do that too. You find the option that suits your price, and away you go. Work from a cash balance position and have some fun here. Unbelievable. This story about people telling you to get out and don't bother with it, they're absolutely guessing. They have no fact to back their story up. And they're so caught in a time warp, they can't get out of the 5-year-old time warp. They're still thinking that this company is a blockbuster and they will go out of business. They are so trapped in a time warp. They're useless to themselves and useless to us. Get with the program and tell me what's going on today, right now, because there are various stories going on here, and they are only concentrating on the movie Dumb Money. I just can't help these people. We're right now $27.70 a share with a little pullback. This is completely normal. We have 11,000 for sale at $27.80. That might be helping pulling it back a bit. It won't last long. It could get wiped out at any moment. We're back to 69.70 now, 27.71, 74. This seller at 80 might be eliminated in a moment at any time. We're sitting on 11,792 for sale at 27.80. We're trading at 74. 74 again. They're taking out the offers, and now they're going back on the bids. It's just mayhem, absolute mayhem. That stock is gone. That 11,000 shares is gone. I don't think it's available anymore. We'll see here in a few minutes. I think they've been taken out. 27.50, 60, 68, 27.68 now is the high trade just the last moment. 66 now, 65, 68, 67. There's just nothing here. It's gone. It's gone. Like the selling is not there anymore. We may have another buy wave. Here we go. 74, 78, 79, 82. Yep, they took it all out. There's 5,300 at 27.90. It's trading at 82 right now. That's the only block I see other than 50 share sell blocks. We're at 85, 83 here. The 90 is a slight sell order, and this could be wiped out in a second. 7 million traded now, 7.1 have gone through on GameStop. So, 18 minutes, 7.1 million, and they're taking out 75 cent, 27.75 offers are going out. 76, 78, it's coming up again, 79, 81, 83, 84. They took all that out. Now they're running it through. These back trades are catching up here. These computers are just, jumping 10 cents a trade from time to time, 15 cents a trade. So I'm just trying to give you a rough idea. There is overall a buy wave coming into the stock today. We're up 113 right now, 120. Here we go. We're running again. We're up 130 now. We're at 27.84, 87, 88. This 27.90 stock is going to be taken out here in a moment. The way this is flying, 85, 83, 86, 82. Oh my goodness. It's nuts. 93, 94. It's gone. The 90 stock gone. There's 2,000 at 28. That's about to go being taken out. We're at, 28's gone. We're trading 28.03. So there you go. Whatever stock came in and dropped it to 27.50 or 40, it's gone. We're at 28.10, and now we're back up $1.60 and more on 7.5 million. The buyers. There are buyers that desperately need stock to cover shorts, and I don't think the shorts can deliver any more stock. Again, Roaring Kitty and the millions of 10 million followers, you can't stop this monster. This thing is going to go much higher. I just feel it. My gut tells me this thing is going to blow higher, and there's going to be losses on the gambling side. But hey, welcome to the party, pal. That's how this game works. Everyone's welcome to play. Become a casino today and get rich. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. It's just great having you here. Lisi, LS, thank you for, I don't think you're a new member. I think you're recurring. Maybe you've upgraded. I don't know. Thank you. Oh, you're a chilling member. Thank you, Lisi, for just renewing your membership. I love it that you're here and you're with us. We just want to make you rich too. Thank you. Way to go, everybody. We have on the thumbs up meter right now, the last I saw was 200 something. It looks like we're 276. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for those of you who are here, 701 of you. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's see if I missed any key comments that I should have been reading here. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here. Cow Tipper, I've got an $18.22 spread right now for June 14 expiry. I'm assuming that is GameStop. What else we got here? He's saying I got $1.24 on that spread on a $4 spread. I got $1.20. That is a 30% return. Very nice. Sharon, I'm number 259. Brian, I'm going to try and get 50 more shares this week than I can write 2 more cover calls next week or on Friday. There you go. It doesn't matter if you're doing 2, 1, 15, 100. Take your dough. Absolutely. Parker, I went back into covered calls for this Friday. $40 strike for 73 cents expiring on Friday. Thank you very much. Let's see, Brian, 40s. That's a nice, safe, making money trade, says Brian. Let's see. And what else is going on here? Brian, my cash ticket puts are, is it sexy this morning? I'm not sure what that means. Thank you. I may have bought more with premiums. Here we go. Zed Estate, thank you for the thumbs up. Lizzie, thank you for your membership as always. Brian, Uncle Bruce, what SoFi calls are you writing on your shares right now? One, sell to open 5 contracts, GameStop, Jan 17, 2025. $30 puts, limit at $12. Just got this money, Uncle Bruce. Wow. They just paid me $12 in cash to offer to buy the stock for $30, which means with a $12 hit, I'm only paying $18 for this stuff. Nice. Nicely done. Brian, one, nice work. Now you can sell more cash secured puts. If you have enough cash, maybe write some 20s for the end of the month. Brian, you are on fire, brother. One actually filled at 12.58. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Was Ed, could GameStop hit 40 before Friday? I asked because I have 20 contracts expiring for some juicy profit. Well, 12.58 per contract. Well done, says Brian. One, let's hope so, Brian. Anything's possible, Zed. You know this. Brian, I think Gary Gensler is on CNBC today or NBC today getting grilled about GameStop and Keith Gill. Why? What? There's nothing he's going to do. Zed Estate, Brian, 344 sold. Let's see. Zed suggesting an emergency class, put spreads on GameStop only. Brian, Zed Estate, that's sweet. So sell your shares for 43.33. Take you out. Beautiful. Realized profits. Canada cut rates first time in 4 years. Bank of Canada has cut rates. That's one of the first banks to do so. If Europe follows America later this year, markets could go higher. We'll see. I don't know. It is amazing, dude says, how liquid GameStop options have become. I'm moving in and out real easily. That's right. It's completely changed in a couple of weeks. Brian, Wall Street Journal, BlackRock, and Citadel to fund a new exchange based out of Texas to, quote, take on Wall Street. Well, yeah, okay, whatever. Parker, I'm going to take my choice and play over here, says Parker. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. The Dow's down 55. AI is up 45 cents to 30.12. GameStop 27.96, up a buck 45 here on 8.3 million. GameStop holding their gains. ME at 43.4 cents, down 1.6 cents right now on 770,000. We're still waiting to hear about a takeout on ME. Don't know anything. SoFi 676 up a nickel. Volume on SoFi this morning is 3.19 million. Very quiet over there, but up a nickel. NVIDIA up 27.80 on 1192 a share. All of you out there writing put credit spreads are enjoying a lovely run of profits. Congratulations. Rocket Lab up 1.5 cents. Matterport up a half a penny. Smart Rent down 3.5. Supermicro up $21. Spire up 44 cents. The Spider 500 is up 150 to 529.90. The Adobe shares up 576. Uber up 54 cents. The Triple Qs are up 368. Apple up a buck. Tesla down 170. Enphase Energy up 113. Netflix is up $7.14. AMD Advanced Micro up 416. Okay. Unity down 19. Google up 250. Moderna up $3. Cisco down a buck. Pfizer down 20. Microsoft up $2. The Trump stock, 45.61, up 12. No investigations needed here. All is well. IBM up 34. HPQ up 26. Owens Corning up 22. Amazon up 47 cents. Home Depot down 139. Vanik Semiconductors up 667. Goldman up 537. Canada cuts key interest rate to 4.75%. That's a quarter point drop in Canada. Boeing down 70 cents. Meta up 12.45. Target down 137. JP Morgan up down 35 cents. Costco down 5.05. Walmart down 11 cents. Disney down 170. American Airlines down 3 cents. AMC is up 5. DraftKings up 15. And Royal Caribbean up 1 penny at this moment in time. We're down 41 on the Dow. GameStop 28.03.05. The high of the day 28.64. is the high trade on GameStop. We're gapping out to 28.10 on the sell side. Wouldn't take much to pop this 20, 30 cents from here at any moment in time or more. or much more. There you go. What's going on here? Zeta State is saying to Brian, I think I'm going to have a chance to rewrite. Brian, wait, where did you hear Canada cut rates? I didn't see it anywhere in the news, just that they could possibly cut rates. It's been done, Brian. Oh, I see some news now. Crazy. I wasn't expecting that until the fall. Canada has cut rates today, 1/4 of a point. The Canadian economy is slowing down, and the Bank of Canada knows that. They want to not undercut the economy too much. Oh, there you go. SoFi 676 up 4 cents. Nvidia up 26 bucks. GameStop up $1.50. Now up $1.70. 28.15, 13. We're jumping around here. There's 1,000 at 28.25. There's 800 at 28.30. That's going away. Looks like we're trading 19 and 20 right now. 25 just went through. They're going to take out this stock. It looks like it's going another 10 or 20 cents. It's going higher. 177 gain right now on GameStop on volume of 9.1 million in 28 minutes. There you go. Welcome, everybody. Realized profit. Smart move. Test the waters now. Here we go. Giddy up, kids. AI 3022 getting higher. You guys are looking good. Credit spread writers are happy. Cash secured put writers are happy. Deep in the money option holders and call writers are happy. The higher it goes, the richer everyone gets, no matter what. It just makes you richer. GameStop 28.38, 28.60. We're up $2 here. We're at new highs, 28.64. We're in that neighborhood again. We're about to break into new highs. 28.64 is the high. We're running 28.60 right now. Will they take out the sellers and go through here? It looks like they might. Watching this closely, 58, 54, 60, in this neighborhood, 9.6 million volume. Not a lot for sale at 28.64. There's nothing to stop this stock. There's nothing here. There's no wall of selling that I can tell here. Just saw the 60 go through again. Now 50, 55. You're seeing 10 cent, 15 cent swings per trade right now as this market is really catching a wave. There's a big buyer coming in here. 5,000 wanted at 28.45. They're not getting it. They're going to have to step up and pay more. 28.60, 62 just went through. 28.50, 60. Here we go. The buyer got hit at 28.40, 45. He got hit. So back and forth this game goes. 9.8 million. We're approaching 10 million volume. Giddy up. One, sell to open 3 contracts. GameStop, June 28th expiry in 2024. 20 puts. Limit 192. Just sold the $20, Brian, for the end of the month. So you've done 3 contracts, $20 expiry. They're out of the money on the puts. You received $1.92. They die on June 28th. That's in 23 days, 3 weeks, couple days. Interesting. 28.40 on the stock, 28.20 on the stock. We're all over the map. The high of the day, 28.64. I think we're going higher than that. Very key, interesting. Stephen Butler, I'm 297 on the thumbs up meter. Brian, Uncle Bruce, January 2025, $100 call going for 480. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Brian, Juan, nice work. Very safe and conservative. That's true. Writing an out of the money put. $8 out of the money that dies in 3 weeks. Take in a couple of bucks. You can go the opposite. You can write in the money puts. You want to write 30s, 35s, 40s, 45s, 50s. You want to write 60s. Knock yourself out. You'll get massive premiums, massive capital. It's all about taking premiums and running with it. It's up to you. Amazing. Parker Ivy, we're on fire, baby. Viewers on this channel are hauling in cash from gamblers left, right, and center. You're just seeing the comments here. It doesn't matter if you're writing 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. The thing to remember also is if you're taking my classes, they're $150 a class. You write 3 contracts for $1.92. That's $192 a contract. You write 3 of them. That's just under $600. That pays for 4 classes right there. Juan is going to do these trades for the rest of his life. It pays for all the classes. It pays for one-on-ones and makes you nothing but added money. If you've got a 401k out there, you've got a trading account out there, and you're sitting on, I don't know, you're sitting on some ETFs or some funds, and they're marginable, you could write cash secured puts on GameStop like Juan here at $20, well out of the money. Haul in 192 for every contract you write. Can you write 10 of them? You can bring in $1,900 into your account. Fold your arms until the third Friday of this month, fourth Friday of this month, and keep that cash for yourself. That's one way to play. The classes are available on my website. You have to step up and just learn how it's done. It's actually rather easy. A little bit of time on your end, not a lot of money, and you can make yourself some serious bucks. Absolutely serious bucks. Anyway, there you go. Juan, you might be buying those options back for less than 50%. I just collected $574. Free money, man. Thank you very much. Realized profits, 100 shares is all you need to start paying car notes. There you go. Stephen Butler, over 300 on the like button. Uncle Bruce, you are getting thumbs up. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. I appreciate them. Juan, we are having a one-on-one soon, Uncle Bruce, for sure. That is for sure. Looking forward to all of you out there. Looking to have a one-on-one with me gives me a chance to help you out of where you're at and guide you down the road. Of course, Juan, anytime Juan wants, he can buy back these cash secured puts and write other cash secured puts. It doesn't matter. It's totally, he's got total freedom to end this thing. He can shut down his slot machine anytime he wants and reset a new slot machine. This is the beauty of being an option writer. You are not locked in. It's so lucrative. 28.53 on GameStop. We're trying to go for a new high now of 28.64. Are we going to get another buy wave through this level? It kind of looks like we were doing it a moment ago. Now we're backing off to 28.25. Whenever I look at the quote, the stock goes down. Whenever I don't look at the quote, the stock goes up. It's kind of goofy. Dude, I am using a tiny bit of margin to make options money. Sticking to 20% of my margin. Been doing it for a few months. I have paid $4 in interest for free money. I'll take this anytime. Thank you very much. There you go. There you go. The returns you can make on these on writing these contracts is unbelievable. Well done. NVIDIA approaching Apple market cap. It's going to go through there. It'll pass it. It'll be a media story for a while, and then people will ignore it. The fact that it's splitting 10 for 1, and if it goes to 125 a share, 12.50, it leaves Apple in the dust. 28.62, we're almost at the high of the day right now. 28.59, 28.62. We're going to take out the 64 sellers. 135 for sale at 28.64. That's the high of the day. There's nothing behind it. Nothing for sale. 62. It's going through again. Another trade at 62. We'll see a sell wave, buy waves. We go through 28.64. We could go to 29, 29.50 in 5 minutes. It would take nothing. So this stock is definitely climbing. We're up $2, and it can go so much more. The higher it goes, the worse it is for the short sellers. Every penny they're losing millions. Every penny is dearly costing them, and these guys are on the wrong side of the trade, and they are going to get whacked big time. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. And what can I tell you? At 28.64, we're at 62 again. Here it is. It's offered at 64. I think they are going to take it out here. It's gone. It got taken out. I think the 64 seller got hit. We'll see. I'm showing it now at 50, 55. These manipulative waves of selling and buying are going on here. But the overall trend is it's going higher. It's just the stock's going to go higher. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Great to have you here. We are now looking at thumbs up meter, 309, 310. Thank you very, very much for joining me and being part of this family. Love you guys. 28.80, new highs, $29. Like I said, I'll look away for a second, and watch it go. We're running on this puppy right now. Unbelievable. Congratulations, everybody. 28.70 now. The high of the day, $29. 220 gain, and we've already had a 240 gain on the day. So there you go. Volume 11.9 million. We're pushing 12 million shares. There you go. There is nothing here. At 29, there's nothing. I don't see a seller of more than 500 shares, 600 shares. There's nothing. Most of them are 95s, 50s, 51, 200, 107, 15 shares. Nothing burgers. Buy orders are all over the map, anywhere from 10 bought to 500 to 1,400. There's all kinds of buying coming in. Selling is nothing. Really tiny allotments going through as each wave goes on. We get a 20-cent wave, we go back, we go up 30, we go down 20, up 40, go down 15, up 60. This is what's happening. 2 up, 1 down, or 3 up, 1 down, or 4 up and 2 down, and up 4 again and down. We're stepping. We're playing that step game as we are seeing this market just run higher. There is way more buying interest than selling interest right here. I see way more buy orders showing up than sell orders. This is thinning out. There you go, kids. If this were so bad, we'd be getting hammered, and it's not happening. It's not happening. 2866. Fun stuff. Welcome, everybody. Beach Boy, I bought back 25 GameStop 25s, cash secured puts written at 210. Bought them at 68 cents before I could lower the limit. I tried to lower it. I got hit. Well done anyway. Nicely done. There's more money in them there hills. A money maker one. Neat. Pick nose. I have GameStop July, GameStop 19, 13 and 30 covered calls. Came close to closing the 30 last week. Interesting trading there. We're at 28.79 to 80 roughly on the stock of GameStop. 12.46 million gone through. High of the day, 29. We're at 28.77 right now. 28.79 now. There's stock at 80, 50 shares. 81, there's 86 shares. At 86, there's 50 shares. Come and get them. I mean, there's nothing here. Unbelievable. AI 29.85, just up 18. The Dow down 140. The Dow is not helping GameStop, but then again, GameStop doesn't care. It's ignoring the Dow. It doesn't need the Dow to do what it's doing. There is a massive short problem on GameStop, which is evident right here as the stock moves up and the market is not. The Dow's down 148, S&P is up 9, NASDAQ still holding a 109 gain, 2/3 of a percentage point, making the Dow look like an outlier. We've got the oil market up 39 cents right now. 28.89, 28.90. We're going for a new high here. We're within a dime of breaking out into a new high on GameStop again. Fun? Yeah, I think so. 28.92, 95, 97 just went out. We just went through 29. 29.09 right now. The high of 29.10 has just been established. 15, 17, 18 now. 29.18 new highs. 29.19. so far. So a GameStop is rolling here, up 270 share. 29.22 just got taken out. 24 looks vulnerable. 29.25 is gone. 28's gone. 29.30 is being taken out. 33, we're rolling. This thing's going. The train is leaving the station, has already left the station this morning. Yeah, it can still back off. Don't think it's a one-way street, but this is... this 13 million shares of buying is coming in here. There's no selling. There's not. 29.40, 29.41, 47 just got taken out. We're going for 29.50 now. 55 is a high. We just went through that. 56, there's 4,000 at 29.65. We're trading at 57 right now. High of 60 already. Buying is coming in fast. 13.5 million now. There's buyers piling in here trying to catch up with this market as it's running away. Those of you writing cash secured puts, you're watching those drop. Are you happy? You should be. Well done. Congratulations. Even if you sold the stock at 28 and you wrote 25 calls, you got to be smiling. You got to be smiling here. You're being compensated for the gain with the drop on those puts. It's a wonderful thing. Did anyone write 50s today? Is this fun or what? I'm having a great time. I like this game. Brian, GameStop's doing well. Is this thing going to go to 30? Pick nose. I wrote the 30 early last month to bring in credit and get out of some June 11s I had. I will claw out of this. Brian, holy macaroni. Uncle Bruce, the June 20 calls are going for $10.50 right now. Those are the ones he's sitting on. That's right. Brian, Keith bought him for like $5. Hello, Splayer. My humble opinion, no matter what will happen, Keith will gain more stock through the calls or will gain more cash through the calls. Both ways, he's going to make money. Parker Ivey, woo doggy. Brian, he's up $60 million on his contracts right now. Giddy up, everybody. Are you having fun? Auntie Jen, how you doing?
Just came in to see if you were being blown away. The wind has come up.
$29.70 on GameStop. We're going for $30. We just touched $30 a moment ago on GameStop. We're up $3.30 a share right now.
Canada lowered their interest rate.
Yeah, quarter point. We saw this. 14.5 million traded on GameStop. Trading at 30.04. 30.05. We've broken through 30. It's not even like a hot knife through butter. 30.20. 30.24. It's running. It's running. We're up 360. The auction is on. The horse race is on there at the post. 30.21. The high today, 30.28. It's just getting. There's buyers piling in at 30, 30.02, 04, 05, 06, 07, 10, 12, 13. Buyers are trying to get in here.
I think there's a few people.
Sellers are getting
to cover
taken
their
in.
butts.
I think the shorters are getting their butts handed to them again. And Mr. Roaring Kitty, he's right. You can't stop this guy. He's right. He's doing it the way he's doing it. Fun stuff. Let's go. Cow Tipper. It's going to crack 30. Peter, I wrote my first cash secured puts at 26 and 24 yesterday. Congratulations.
Nice.
Larry Titus, good morning. Jen, Cow Tipper.
Larry.
Hot knife through butter. Brian, theory is he sells a call, then can exercise 3 or 4 contracts. He can just do this over and over and over. That's right. That's right. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Richard Carlin.
Morning, Richie.
Raul is a new member. Welcome, Raul, to the channel. New member, chilling with Uncle Bruce.
Might be Raul.
Raul, R-A-H-L. R-A-H-L with a bunch of numbers behind. Brian, man, it is pumping, jumping like 20 cents a trade. 30.40, 30.41 right now. The high today, 30.75. We're still running. Yep, it is a jumping.
For a downtrodden
Parker
stock,
Ivey.
it's doing very well.
For what?
A downtrodden.
A downtrodden loser. It's doing very well.
It's
Yes.
downtrodden.
Yeah. Auntie Jen, good morning from Parker Ivey.
Morning, Parker.
Let's go. Let's see. Raul is saying, Kevin Malone just posted on Twitter, all of the top call option sellers combined do not have enough shares to satisfy the DFV calls in the money as per 13F filings.
See?
Interesting stuff. Ron, they just handed me more money.
Attention to that.
Yeah, someone should be paying attention to this.
They shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Don't you think? Juan, they just handed me more money, Uncle Bruce, with AI. It's a great Wednesday. Bobby Atkinson.
Good times.
I rolled my June 21.35 call yesterday to 40. This stock is going places. Mandu number 5. Good morning, Jen.
Morning, Mandu.
Brian, it's hit 30.75. Bruce, yep, that's the high of the day. We're at 29.99 right now. GameStop has earnings next Tuesday. What say you? They'll come out with what we heard last week.
They don't.
And the guys in CNBC will see. You see, they're going out of business. They can't sell as much stuff. They go in trouble. Yeah, don't worry about it. Bobby, cash secured puts 16s for June 21 are going to trigger my buyback. So, Juan, good morning, Auntie Jen. Where is the bagel for Uncle Bruce? We have to keep him well fed, you know.
Well, I think all you have to do is look, and you can tell he's well fed. You're shorter, though. Is your chair down lower?
Or my table is higher.
Maybe your table's higher.
I may have lifted the table because I'm right near the. You know,
there you go.
You're
framed. You're framed.
I'm framed. I'm somehow framed. Bobby Atkinson, let's go. What say you? Says Brian W. Walters. I have 10 $3 GameStop Jan 26 deep in the money calls. I paid $9 for these.
Yeah.
Should I exercise them or keep writing covered calls on them? Well, you're sitting on a $3 calls that are now 27 in the money. You could sell them and turn around and buy up 15s. Can you get them under the 90-10 rule and then write on the 15s? You could get more, theoretically, of the 15s than you have now. Maybe you can move up to 15 or 18 or 20 calls and then write 20 contracts at $35 expiry, whatever you want to do. Up to you. Or you sell them, cash out, and write cash secured puts. right 30s or 25s or 50s or whatever you want. You can do that.
Or you
Shorts
just sit
are
there and watch
traps
them
as
get
well.
more and more expensive.
Well, yeah, you make him touch grass. I'm laughing, Bobby. Heavy joke, anti-gen. Brian, W. Walters, what are they worth? Sell them and write cash secured puts. There you go. That's what Brian's telling you. All kinds of potential. 29.65 on the stock. Got as high as 30.75 so far. Here we are. We're now 29.76, 77. You're going to see these waves, these massive waves of interest. Volume 17.9, 18 million right now. Beach Boy is sending 30 shekels our way. Thank you,
Beach Boy.
Jen is in the house. Lemon pies, Jameson, and GameStop. The gift that keeps on giving. Anti-Jen rules. Sorry, Uncle Bruce.
Lemon pie.
It's all good with me. 29.84. We're running up again on this stock. They're taking out the offers towards 30 yet again. 18.1 million. 29.90, 29.95, 97. Here it goes. Taking it out. Oh, man, is it going through like crazy here? Just the quotes like this.
You're just bouncing around the 30?
Yeah, just short of $30 a share. The low was 26.11. That was the opening-ish range. We were down $1 in the pre-market, maybe 50 cents.
Really?
50 cents. Didn't last, did it?
The aftermarket wasn't indicating that.
No, but I was, I was warning everybody, watch out.
Yeah.
What could happen here at any time?
I know, those after and pre-markets are their own creature.
It's wild. It's wild. 29, 69, 72, 75. Like I say, we are swinging 30, 40, 50 cents a minute back and forth.
Are you telling them we're swingers?
Are we?
Well, that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. Okay. Selective hearing. Hearing loss. Brian, Beach Boy, what time is it there? Are you having supper? W. Walters, neat. Always be writing. 320 thumbs up, Bruce. Thank you. Always be writing. Neat. Well, those 13F filings tell you all you need to know. They sold and borrowed way more than they should have. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to pay up. I know. I agree with you. You are absolutely right. The shortage of stock by option writers, these firms have to come up with stock. There's only one place they can get the stock from the shorters. They have to tell the shorters, I need to, you have to buy you in so I can get stock from the open market.
And this is a well-held stock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
And they've been educated to tell their broker, "Oh, you can't loan my stock.
You can't loan out my stock. No. Oh, yeah, we're going way higher than this. Yeah, this is
these dumb retail buyers.
The dumb money retail investors are the idiots. Yeah, right.
They're pretty smart.
It's nuts. It's insane. We're not. We see nothing here. This is a nothing burger. 29.40, 29.20. This is nothing. This is just the preliminaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to shake it loose.
Yeah. Write cash secured puts, people. Take the money. Be willing to buy the stock and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? Why not? 29.05 right now. It's fine. It's just fine. Splair, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Splair.
I was always aware of it, but we're secretly a bagel swinger club.
Are we?
Brian.
That's right. We take all bagel options.
Brian, they sold Keith Gill way too many call options. Roaring Kitty. Oh. They did it naked too. Yes, they did. Yeah. This is why they want to kick him out. Good luck with that. I am sure. Deep Freaking Value has a couple of lawyers now. Oh yeah, he's not getting kicked out of anything.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be awesome. It's going to be massive. Brian dropped to 70 cents in like 5 minutes. Yeah, sellers are coming in to try to hammer it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party, pal. This is going to go higher. Beach Boy, cheesecake in front of the screen, watching, eating, and making money. What's wrong with this picture?
What's wrong with this?
I'm loving this game. Well done there, Beach Boy.
Ain't nothing wrong
with this. Nothing wrong here. The stock wants to back off. You guys are going to write more cash you could put. Stock goes up. You're going to buy back your cash you could put.
Sit back and chuckle.
Bingo, bango. Bingo, hello. Nice. Beach Boy,
Noise.
it's 5:20 p.m. here where I am,
Yeah.
Brian. In Israel, it's late in
It's
the day.
cheesecake time.
It's cheesecake time. It's lemon pie time.
No,
It's
cheesecake.
Jameson time.
That's
Yeah.
your appetizer for
That's
dinner later.
That's right. This is just getting the party
It's a
started
little
time.
nosh in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah, like no problem, pal. Like no problem at
It's
all.
like high tea, just a little later.
Just a little kind of a different version of high tea. That's all this is right now. Unbelievable. 29, 12, 10, 14, high of the day, 30, 75. Watch it go even higher. Don't be surprised if it goes even higher. Welcome to the party, pals.
Totally non-segue, but you know the old saying that if you want to meet your neighbors, all you have to do is go stand by one of your trees and pull on the old chainsaw to start it, and everybody comes out to see what you're doing.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by the park across the street.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know.
I mean, are they moving that equipment around now?
Well, I can hear it as we're standing here,
Yeah.
and I saw another vehicle go around. They've got like a tree puller planter thing.
Yeah,
but
we don't know what's going on.
But these are big trees.
And they're big boys over there.
I don't know where they put it.
I don't know.
I gotta meet your neighbors, people.
I got to read some more comments here. They're coming through here. Well, I've been holding for 3 years. I can hold forever or until I have made enough to retire and pay off my house.
See?
Juan, it's big money handed out. Oh my God, Brian, bagel today, Uncle Bruce with cheese whiz. Maybe that might be the plan. Maybe a cheese whiz.
Well, I was thinking if you were going to do one today, it would be cheese whiz since we're back in Canada.
Yeah, maybe that would be.
Would you like one of those?
I think I would, and well, I'm okay there.
Oh, okay.
But that would be awesome.
We'll force you to eat a bagel.
Of course you'll eat a bagel. Bobby Atkinson, on Fast Money last night, they were talking about how Kitty showing his hand could be a problem for him. Shorters could push it lower to make him worthless. Shorting to more shorting. Yeah, really. That isn't working today, is it? Splitter, on Monday this time, I had my second rhubarb pie cake. It was gorgeous. Susan Shops, Bruce, thinking play conservative. Thoughts on 10 GameStop 2025 put credit spreads expiring October 18 for 338 would bring in 33.67 on a $5,000 commitment, 67% return. Yes, or do one GameStop cash secured put Jan 25 for 28.56. Maybe do both. What are your thoughts? So if you're doing 10 credit spreads, the timing is a little long for this on a credit spread. I would be suggesting that you want to do credit spreads that expire July latest or sooner. Credit spreads are short-term trades rather than longer-term holds. That is where I would be going. And if you can be 20 or lower would be better. So 15 20s, 18 20s, and just do more of them, something like that. On the cash secured put side, if you're going to do January 25, again, I don't know which one you're talking about. Are you talking about the $50 cash secured put with a $28 premium? I'm not 100% sure, but with the stock at $29.30 right now, the 50s are worth $20.75 book plus premium. If you can get $28, $29 for a $50 cash secured put for Jan 25, that's a $5,000 bill that I would put up to take back $2,850. Yeah, I'd be looking at that. Sure. Bobby, crazy how deep this hole is going. Cow tipper, because like over that time, you could do 4 for $1 each versus just one that will over that time for $3, right, Uncle Bruce? There's many ways to play this game. Beach Boy, Splitter TV, finally somebody is serious around here. Well, there you go. Rhubarb pie and cake, Gideon. Thank you all for being here. 30.08 on AI, up 41 cents. 29.30, 29.40 on GameStop. We're going up again. We're climbing on GameStop. 20.9 million now. 29.50 is the hood we're going for here. Are we going to see that break out? It looks like the 29.50s might be out of here. We'll see. Savage of Wall Street is in the house. I'm trying to roll a GameStop $25 covered call expiry next Friday to the next week 30, and I'm trying to get 75 more in premium for being such a nice guy. I do what I want. Give them nothing. There you go, buddy. Well done. Though I don't encourage rhubarb, says Beach Boy. $29.55. We broke through the $29.50 barrier. It wasn't even there. We're now looking at 70, 75, maybe a couple of thousand available there. 21 million plus volume, 21.1 million now have gone through on GameStop as it continues to really pick up. We're not even an hour into the day. We got 4 minutes to go before the first hour. 29.35 now, 40 just going through, 50 available at 40. There's 62 at 42. There's 51 at 29.45. There's 200 at 29.55. You want to get a couple hundred up there? Yeah, Splair. Beach Boy was meaning the previous comment. Take advantage of swings to buy more bagels. Bobby Atkinson, I'd love to read some of the emails the hedge fund needs to send to their clients about them shorting GameStop. Susan Shops, yes, the $50 GameStop cash secured put 2025 for January. Yes, I just got it. I just did it for $28.56, my $5,000 gamble. So you wrote a $50 put for January 25. You put up $5,000. They paid you $2,856 in cash. Against it, you are on the hook to buy the stock for $21.44. That is the game plan. Nicely done. This stock wants to go to 40, 45. Your puts will collapse down to $7, $8, $9 each. You could keep $20. You keep $2,000 of that 2,800 if you bought them back there. Well done. Guess what you're going to do next? You're going to write 70s. You're going to write 75s. You're going to write 80s. Keep it going. Nicely done, Susan Shops. Can be accomplished. 29.51 on GameStop. 29.54 on GameStop. On 21.34 million volume. We're approaching 29.60 range again. And there are seven for sale. There were 7 for sale. They're gone. There's 2 available at 29.71, 2 shares. There's 55 available around 29.80, 83, 85. There's 25 to 50 available between 86 and 95. There's 1,000 at 29.99. Like, just nothing here. 29.85, 29.85. The high of the day, 30.75, and we're rolling up right now to 29.88 on GameStop. 21.6 million have gone through. All right, everybody. Susan Shops, Bruce is the best teacher ever. Splair, rock on. Splair, hopefully you can see the poll. Yeah, I can see that. I see your emojis there. Right on, buddy. Giddy up, everyone. Thank you for being with us today. If you're learning how to write options for the first time, you are amongst a bunch of option writers here. This is a real big reason why you want to become an option writer and hang out with us here on the channel, because you're surrounded by option writers and you're going to learn a lot about how options work and how premiums can come into your greedy little hands, and you can make yourself a nice couple of dollars. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, and thank you all for joining us today. It's great to have you here. Thank you very much. Parker, is that a pile dancing poll? Mr. Jonathan, hey, Uncle B, what happens if GameStop offers warrants to shareholders and we own cash secured puts instead of owning the shares outright? You've got options. You don't have shares. You have to worry about it. Big E, neat. Splair, at the money, June 21, 24, 29 cash secured puts going for $6. Splair, we're going to break 30 again. Dude, Bruce puts out of the money, no problems. Just wait for the shrinkage. Exactly. We are here at $29.98, $30, $30.03 again. We just broke it for a second time. We have broken $30 a share. There's 50 for sale at 6, 30.11, 30.15. There's 7,000 at 30.20. We're trading at 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 7,000 at 30.20. Gone. Is it gone? No, it's still there. 11, 12, 30, 12, 30, 11, 30, 12 again. Volume 22.5 million, trading at 11, 30, 14, 16, 19. There's 7,000 at 30.20. If they take it out, it could take it out at any moment. Jumping between 05 and 19. Just back and forth. 22.6 million. 1,000 at 30, 30, 1,300, 30, 37. We're at 29.96, 29.99, 30 again. Just impossible to call every trade. It's just going through so fast. Unreal. Lorraine, Bruce, 349 thumbs ups for you today. Thank you. 702 of you are here. That means there are 350 slackers that have not given us a thumbs up with your stock at $30 a share. What does it take to beg for thumbs ups on this channel? What do I have to do to get you to give me a thumbs up? Thank you. Those who have done it are doing it. Tolerate me for begging for it. Those of you just handing out thumbs ups without even asking, you guys are just as good as it gets. Thank you. 367, they're coming in. Keep them coming, kids. Give this show a bit of momentum through YouTube. This is what you're helping us do. You're helping the channel YouTube tell more people to get over here because we're fans of GameStop. Hello. The more who understand what's going on with GameStop, the better. Thumbs ups are a way to get people in here to follow us. 402 thumbs ups are coming through right here, right now. Thank you all so much for helping us get this thing going. We're at 29.50. Another wave of selling has come in. Remember, there are billionaires getting their butts handed to them right now, and that is why this stock is trading like it is. Ooh, grapes. Thank you very much. Giddy up.
For those who like to listen to you eat. Grapes.
Oh, yeah.
Crunchy grapes.
Crunchy grapes.
Do you want that close?
Yeah,
okay?
I do now. Thank you very much. 29.50 on the GameStop shares as we are going through gyrations and gyrations of trading all over the place. Brian, 8 months for 50% returns, Susan. Nice work. Like Uncle Bruce says, if the stock runs, you can buy it back for 50% less and do it again. Blair, we all know all the good things happen 3 times at least. It's a saying here in Germany. 1, thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Thank you all very much. The bagels have arrived with cheese whiz on them. You gotta love it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, the cheese delicacy of Canada. What can I say? Canadians can only afford this. We can't afford the Emmentaler. We can't afford the high-end cheese. The Bank of Canada is even helping us by lowering interest rates so we can keep buying cheese whiz. There you go. What can I say? Thank you all for being with us. The Dow's improving. We're down to 88. AI 3018 up 51. GameStop 29.46 jumping down again, and now looking for, see, we have another wave here. 23.4 million volume now on GameStop. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you all here with us. Thank you, Auntie Jen.
Bye.
Oh yeah. 29.69, 74. Going up again. Some buyer offered stock. They're buying it off them. Buying volume is higher than selling volume. 73, 74. Here it goes. We're up 325. We're going higher. We're going to go higher today. What a day today. Is that government cheese? Is this Bank of Canada cheese? Oh, man. Welfare cheese? What is it? Thank you all for joining me today. $29.64 on GameStop. It's offered at 71.50 shares. 75, there's 305. There's 2 available at $29.83. Come and get them. $29.68. Almost 24 million volume in the hour. 72, 73, 74, 75 is gone. I took it all out to 75. Going for another run to 30. Keeping the live on bagels. Uncle Bruce, SoFi just mooned 680. It's up 8. Brian, nice looking bagel. Mr. Jonathan, better to write cash secured puts on margin or buy with or to buy more or cash. Cash is always king, but if you can write cash secured puts for big premiums, that's the way to go. That is a way to definitely go. 29.78, 86 on the offers on 24 million boy. But Brian, better not to use margin, but buying shares will provide you with more marginability. Beach Point. Uncle Bruce, if you continue like that, you'll have to counter with my own toasted sandwich, you know. You don't want to do that, do you? And Square, I think I should open up now my French soft cheese with white edible mold. Garamond, best company you can find in that case. Bobby, always remember Cheese Whiz is one ingredient away from plastic. There you go. 29.76 on GameStop, 23.9 million, as far as I can tell. We're looking at AI at $30. We've got ME down 2 cents. SoFi 677 up 5. Volume on SoFi now 6.7 million, very quiet. High today 681. We'll take the gains, but we would love to see a lot more than that. Go SoFi. $29.73 on GameStop. 13,000 for sale. $29.83. Okay. 13,200 at $29.83, and we're at 61.64 right at the moment. So about 20 cents from here, there's 13,000 for sale. They take that out, there's a gap. But we'll see how this runs. Market buy orders come in without any warning, and they just run it up. Market sell orders come in and run it down. So it's rare to see more than 10,000 on a position anywhere at these levels. 66 now, 67, 68, trading away at 70 now. It's coming on 74. It's offered at 83, trading at 72, 74 now, 77, 70 to 77 is the range at the moment here, with 13,200 at 29.83, 76, 77 again. Hitting the bids, hitting these offers. 75 just went out, and we'll see if they can take it away. $29.59, 46. You get a sell wave, and then you get a buy wave that just takes out the offers. Back to 60 again. Welcome to the party, pals. AI at 30. 30.14. 29.73, 75. We're taking out the offers on GameStop. 29.83. There's a sell order. We're trading at 80. 83. They're hitting it. They're hitting them. They're taking them out. 80, 81, 82. 12,000 left at 83. They came up and started hitting them. They started hitting them. 73, 74 coming on for another run. 24.4 million. Oh, yeah. This is so good. Fun times, kids. Hope you're enjoying the party out there. I sure am enjoying this. This is fantastic. This is great. Go SoFi, 679. Go. We're up 33 on NVIDIA. Thank you, NVIDIA. Mm. $29.50 to $60 right now. 65. Mm, 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 mm. Trading at 64, 65, 29, 64, 65. Very small offers. We're leading up to that seller. Oh boy. I'm a new member here. Hello, new member. Did you say we could buy all the classes in one shot for once for $19.99? I don't know how to do this on your website. Yeah, you can't do it on the website. If you'd like to buy all 17 classes in one purchase for $1,999 US dollars, send me a payment on my PayPal account. Go to paypal.com and enter Bruce Frommert, my name, Traveling with Bruce. That's how you're going to do it. You got to send me the PayPal payment, and then you need to send me a private email at brucefrommert@hotmail.com, letting me know, Bruce, I just sent you $19.99 US. I'd like all 17 classes. Then I can email you back the links from me direct to you. So yeah, here it is right here. See if I get that. There's the thing down below there. Go to, like I say, go to paypal.com and then search for my name, which is, you'll see down here, Bruce Frommert, at Traveling with Bruce. You'll find it there. And I should really make a banner for this. Let's see. Let's go here. PayPal.com. Okay, and then my name. There we go. And then the account was set up way back when I started YouTubing with my first channel name, which was my first channel, still alive, Traveling with Bruce, traveling, and that is, and that's with 2 L's, and there it is right there. Let's do it that way and pop that in there, and let's see if we can do this. There it is, paypal.com, Bruce Frommert, Traveling with Bruce. That's how you do it. So if you want to get all 17 classes in one shot, make a payment for $19.99 US, and I will give you that. That's a deal. That gives you about a 20% discount on all of them in one go. All right? Yep, happy to help, and that'll get you going. It'll get you going. Send me a private email at brucefrommert@hotmail.com. Let me know you've got it done and that you want all 17, and then I have that return email to send you your links. So you have all 17 classes in one shot. Keep the email in your memory and your computer, and you can link into those. You can go to those classes anytime you want to watch them again and again and again. All right? Nice going. BP is saying, good evening, Uncle Bruce, Auntie Jen, and Bagelers from a sunny Dubrovnik. Just about to have a cocktail by the pool watching GameStop. This is fun. $29.35 last trade. $29.33. That's cheap price. You better get that bargain from Uncle Bruce ASAP. Big M, did the kitty just double his options call? I don't know. Splayer, isn't it possible through the link in your YouTube description, or do you have a second PayPal, the Uncle Bruce? This is the, for some people, the other link doesn't work, so this one definitely works. Splayer, Uncle Bruce, you have a banner for it, your YouTube description. Splayer, I see only 300, I only see 3,000 calls more. 146,000 on the June 21st, $20 calls. Again, I don't know the Roaring Kitty position at the moment, at this second in time. I don't have it, but you guys keep me posted on what you see. GameStop is going up. That's what I think. SoFi, 682 up a dime. Thank you. Up a dime on SoFi. Thank you all. Welcome to the party, pals. What a day. What a run. You ain't seen nothing yet, kids. We got a lot more to come here on this market. Thanks again for these thumbs ups, guys. Over 400 now are in here. 437. Thank you for the 437 thumbs ups. It all works out. Beach Boy, D Brother, good move. Study and apply. Uncle Bruce is the real deal. Slayer, July 19, $25 calls of a total volume of, is it 12,000 calls? Is that what you're seeing? Interesting, Slayer. Very interesting. Okay. Sharon, I'm with you on this. I wish Kitty would give SoFi a cuddle. One at a time. Let's make a couple billion here and then make a couple billion over there. Who knows? Dude, learn from the master. The more you study, the better you'll be. Bruce is the real deal. He guides us all, right? 2 million shares available to borrow at 8%. That's the cost to borrow GameStop shares. $29.45 right now. Or $297 right now on GameStop. AI, $30. SoFi, $680. Brian, it looks like a fight for $30 at the end of the week. There's 22,000 volume for $30 calls, most by far out of any strike. Could be so much higher than that. It could be. I don't think we're limited here. We'll see. Well, I'll be around. Make sure to join me tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, if you're a Gold Bagel member. Pop by and say hi, and we'll compare notes, see what happened today. Thank you all for being with me today. What a crazy one today. What a very active day today. Very good. 26 plus million volume on GameStop. It might be more than that by now. I'm not sure if my level 2 is accurate. Brian is saying open interest June 20s is 148,000. 120,000 are Keith's, so there's 28,000 more. That's another 2.8 million shares. That's 14.8 million needed at $20 a share to satisfy the delivery of these contracts. Wild. Beach Boy, Sharon True. On the other hand, there's Noto while Ryan Cohen doesn't speak. Splayer, 8,000 calls on the 40 strike, says Splayer. The others are spread in the June 21 mostly. For example, 22,000 calls on the 30 strike. Tons. Millions and millions of shares are being pledged through these rights, and many of them are naked, I believe. I really believe it. It's massive, absolutely massive. That's why this stock could go so much higher. 29.58 right now. It's climbing again. 29.58 just went through here. They're taking out the offers yet again on the sell side. 25.8 million apparently going through so far. 65 now, 29, 65, 66, 67. They're taking all those offers out of there. They have eliminated a whole bunch more of the stock, trading at 65. So we have more than 250,000 calls June 21 that are bullish, and on July 19, 20,000 calls, and we've only just started. So the turnover, here we go, 29.73 now, 29.74 on GameStop. We've reached 29.74 on the run, and I don't see a block of stock available anymore. There used to be that 13,000 share. It's gone. I don't see anything available. Right to 87, 29.87 now. There's only 1,300 at $30. 29.95 just went through, taking out all that selling. We got a buy wave here, 26.1 million, 29.90, 29.88. We're taking out all the offers from 29.50, 60, 70, 80, 90, all gone. Now we're back at 84, 85. Yeah, what a run here. 26.18 million so far traded. 30 is in danger of being taken out, and that means the high of the day of 30.75 comes back into play. 30.75 is a nothing burger from here, an absolute nothing burger. We can take that out and go beyond 31, 32 at any moment. Watch out. Congratulations, cash secured put writers. You guys are doing it right. I think this is the way to do it. Use cash, offer to buy the stock at a price you want to buy it at, taking into account the premium they're handing you. And there's nothing wrong with $50 cash secured puts for January. Nothing wrong at all. Well, great. So good. Thank you to UN. You think it's going to rise like it did in 2021? Well, remember, at $30 a share, it's $120 right now. It was $10 a share a month and a half ago. That was $40, the old price before the 4-for-1 split. So we've gone from $40 to $120. It's already happening. It's already doing it, and it can go beyond what it ever did in 2021. We have just barely started this thing. And through 30 and 35, everybody is down. Every shorter is losing money. At 30, 35 a share and beyond that, every single shorter is losing money. You can forgive them for not losing a lot into the 20-25 range, but now that it's 29 and it's 30 and 31, 32, they're all losing money. And it goes to 40 or 50, they're losing big money, huge amounts. This is not going to stop. Uncle Bruce, will see you soon. Earl, you got it, buddy. Today is our session. But Splair, just in case, I'm wishing you all a relaxed day. Hope to catch you later prime time tonight. Splair, don't forget the stock split. $30 is $120 before the split. See, there you go. That's the thing. We keep watching this. 29.67. It's 29.70 here. We're running again. 29.71, 72. They're taking out the offers systematically, being bought out. Wave after wave of buy orders come in and just take out the sellers. There's just not enough stock to stop this run. There just isn't. It's going to go much, much higher. $40 a share is $160. $50 a share is $200. Old price. Welcome back and beyond. Going to be insane what's happening here. Fun times, kids. Just absolute fun times. Thank you all today for being with us. 450 plus thumbs ups today. That is awesome stuff, guys. Thank you, all of you, for helping out with the thumbs up meter. Like I said, if any of you want to buy all 17 classes, yeah, you can do that. $1,999 US. I'll send you all 17 in one shot. Just make a donation to my my account below, and yeah, we'll get you set up. No problem. There you go. Thank you, guys. 29.97 has gone through already as well. One of my quote devices is way behind the market. Can't keep up. It's just insane what's going on out there. Like I said, we are really rocking through some volumes here, and 26.6 plus million and more. So there you go, everybody. Let's see, Brian, June 21, $100 strike calls. Hang on, where are we here? I got to go over here. Here we go, Brian, June 21, $100 strike calls. Open interest is 24,000. $125 open interest is 16,000. That's the contract numbers up there. Just to kind of, $100 a share is 400 old school prices. 125 is 500 from before. Kent is saying hello. I'm smiling. I'm loving this. Way to go, Kent. Brian, it's fun having shares, covered calls, and cash secured puts all on one stock. This is fun stuff. There you go. 29.52. I'm showing different values here. 26.7 million. I'm not sure how accurate my quotes are, because online we are trying to stay ahead and keep up with everything here. Yeah, I'm seeing 29.54 right now on the stock. 29.55, 57 now on 26.7 million volume. We're up on AMC to 496. Nvidia is 1197, up 32 bucks. Apple 195, up 93 cents. Tesla's down about I don't know, I can't read it. A couple cents, not much at the moment. Welcome to the party, pal, as we try to stay on top of all of this. Brian, I have June 21 $30 cash secured puts. I sold them for 10.05. I'm happy with this position. I want to buy it back for pennies. There you go. There you go. Rock and roll. The higher the stock goes, down goes those puts. You're making money. Thank you very much. You got the cash now and more cash. Jonathan Ray, I own poor man cover calls that expire Jan 25. What's a good cover call I can write, in your opinion, on this stock? Well, you can write whatever you like. If you want to write something short term, you're going to be in the 30, 32 range. You're going to write something a little longer, to the fall, maybe you can go up into the 35 range, maybe, 38. You got to check it out. You got to figure out for yourself. Otherwise, you got to roll your 25s to 26s. And if you've got a cheap price on your low strike price on these calls, you might be able to move into 26s with a little higher strike price under the 90-10 rule and build your position and write even more for further out. It depends. Spire, what do you think about a spread and written side against August 40s and bought 19 July 39s will receive instantly 130? I don't like spreads that like that. Not a fan. GameStop 29.46, now at 32. So jumping around like crazy. Unbelievable. Tons of fun. AI 29.82, Dow's down 66 points. And thank you all for following me today and hanging out with us. Just going to double check on the markets right now. The Dow is down 69 and 70 points, so that's improving. S&P's up 25, NASDAQ up 178. We're up a percentage point on NASDAQ. We're down 0.5% on the Dow. So the Dow is way, way behind NASDAQ. The Dow should be up 400 points. It's down 66. Oil up 12 cents. That's all right now. Boeing finally launched the Starliner with crew aboard, so they got a rocket off the ground with passengers. That only took, a month or two of a delay? Crazy. 29.45 on GameStop on 27.1 million. All right, everybody. Thank you again for all your support and being around. I love it. Richard Garland, neat. Don't forget the knee emojis. That's it, kids. I'm out of here. I'm going to see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern for Gold Bagel members. Join today. Come on along and grab some classes. Pick them up. Learn how to do the option writing and join these kids and get richer because that's what's happening here. Easy money being handed out left, right, and center. People here are taking advantage of this market. Giddy up. Anyway, there you go. Spread, I don't know what to make of that. Buying a $50 call, I wouldn't be buying calls at all. Nope, I'm a writer. I'd only recommend being a writer. 29.65 again on your SoFi. On your GameStop. It's trying to go up again. GameStop is trying to go up to 30. It's 29.74 here. Another buy wave just kicked in on GameStop. So we're watching a ton of volatility. 27.2 million, and this thing could break 30, 35 today without any problem. It could do it. Just saying, it could. Guarantees? No, but it sure can do it. This is an update so far. 78 now, 29.78, going for 30. 29.79 just went through here. It looks like the 80s are next to go. There's nothing here. A couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. We'll see if this wave keeps coming. Thank you all. B. Tizzle, thank you. Charlie, have a great day. One, neat. That's right. The Knights of Knee must be honored. Don't forget. Giddy up, kids. We'll see you later on. Have fun today. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.